Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum guys. In today's lecture we are going to discuss about the Doppler effect. What is Doppler effect? The apparent change in the frequency of sound caused by relative motion of either source of sound or listener or both is called Doppler effect. You know that frequency is number of waves generated in 1 second. You have any source of waves, like here we just talk about the sound waves, so any source of sound waves will generate the waves, and number of the waves generated in 1 second we call the frequency, denoted by small f. Frequency is the number of waves. Here we talk about the sound waves, so number of the sound wave generated by a certain sounding source in 1 second, we called it frequency. This frequency change when sounding source moves towards a listener, or listener move towards the source, or both move towards one another or away from one another due to relative motion between source of sound and observer or listener. The frequency of the sound changes. This change of frequency with relative motion of sounding source and listener is called Doppler effect. This is a sounding source which generate certain sound waves of certain frequency f, and this is a listener. When this sounding source move towards listener, then the number of the waves generated by this sounding source in 1 second received by this listener differs. Means यहाँ पे जब भी आपके पास साउंडिंग सोर्स इसके टूवर्ड्स मूव करेगा तो इसकी नंबर ऑफ़ वेव्स जो जनरेट कर रहा है वो सेम ही रहेंगी। फ्रिक्वेंसी की नंबर ऑफ़ वेव्स जनरेट कर रही हैं वो एक्चुअल सेम रहती हैं, बट जो इसको रिसीव हो रही होती है ड्यू टू मोशन ऑफ दिस sounding source towards listener, it's appear different. That change you call apparent change. ठीक है, actual जो is number of waves generated by sounding source is same, it's remains same, it's not change, but when it's moved towards the listener, now the frequency or the number of the waves received by listeners seems to change. This apparent change of the frequency or the number of waves in 1 second received by this listener, you called it Doppler effect. You can say when this source move towards listener, similar effect can be experienced when this listener move towards source, or both moves towards one another, or both move away from one another. When this sounding source move away from the listener, or listener move away from the sounding source, then similar effect can be experienced. Means frequency change can be experienced. This frequency change due to relative motion between the sounding source and listener, you called it Doppler effect. This phenomena for the first time studied by a scientist John Doppler in 1842. So on the name of this scientist you called this effect, this phenomena, Doppler effect. For further explanation of Doppler effect, let's we consider a sounding source S and a listener L. This sounding source generates the sound wave of frequency f having speed v and wavelength lambda. Now let's initially, when sounding source and listener both are in state of rest, then the distance between the source and listener we find by using the definition of speed, that v is equal to s by t, distance traveled per unit time, and s is equal to vt. Here this sounding source generates the sound of frequency f. So in 1 second the number of the sound wave generated by this source we call the frequency. Means here time equal to 1 second, because here the number of the waves received by the stationary listener is equal to f, means frequency of this sounding source. So instead of t we can write 1 second, then s is equal to v. Means when both sounding source and listener are in state of rest, then the distance between sounding source and listener is equal to v. As we know that s is equal to Vt. So for one wave, this S is equal to lambda. Lambda is wavelength and distance of one wave. One wave mean one crust and one trough, or one compression and one rarefaction. So this S is equal to lambda for one wave, and this T is equal to time period denoted by capital T. Means we know that one complete compression and rarefaction, we call the distance, we call the wavelength. So for one complete wave, S is equal to lambda, and the time for one wave, the time required to traveling of one complete wave is equal to time period denoted by capital T. So we can write this expression lambda is equal to Vt, and we also know that time period is reciprocal of frequency. So this expression become lambda is equal to V divided by F. Here V is equal to S, mean distance between the sounding source and listener. So we can write that lambda, that is wavelength, is equal to distance covered in 1 second divided by number of waves per second, means frequency. Or we can write lambda is equal to V divided by F. Distance covered in 1 second is equal to V, and number of the waves in 1 second we call the frequency. We can write that lambda is equal to V by F, or for F, for frequency, we can write F is equal to lambda by V. Here lambda is wavelength and this V is the distance between the sounding source and this V is the distance between the sounding source and listener. So we can write the expression for frequency is equal to lambda divided by V. V is the distance between the sounding source and listener. So when this distance between sounding source and listener changes, this distance can be changed by motion of the sounding source towards listener, or motion of the sounding source to away from listeners, and distance can also be changed by motion of listener towards stationary source, or motion of the listener away from stationary source, or when both move towards one another and or both move away from one another. So due to relative motion between, relative mean in comparison with one another, you kept one stationary and you take other in motion, or you kept both are in motion, then due to relative motion between source and the observer, the frequency received by the listener changes. This change in frequency due to relative motion between sounding source and observer or listener, you called it Doppler effect. Actually, the frequency is the number of the waves generated by the sounding source. They not change. Sounding source generates the same number of waves in 1 second, but it's appeared due to variation of the distance between the sounding source and listener. It appears that the number of waves received by listener changes when they move towards one another, or just one move towards another, then the frequency increases because the distance between the sounding source and listener decreases. When distance decreases, then frequency increases. When they both move away from one another, or one move away from one another, then distance between two increases. Due to increase of the distance, the frequency decreases. So due to relative motion between sounding source and listener, the apparent change of the frequency of received by the listener changes. This change of frequency due to relative motion you call the Doppler effect. Now we discuss different cases of the Doppler effect. First we considered the sounding source in motion and we kept the stationary listener, and then we move the listener towards the stationary source. Then we check when the difference of the frequency when both are in motion towards one another or away from one another. We discussed different cases